All right, here we are, finally back. 2 years into the future. Haven't made a video in a while. And, yeah, to be honest, it was some YouTube cheese making me kind of unmotivated, removing my videos for incorrect reasons. But here we are back. One video that is still up is my old 2022 midterm Senate prediction. And this is Cult of Elections. Kind of interested to see, and this is the reason why I wanted to come back, kind of interested to see where my thoughts were in this. Yeah, I'm just going to react to what I thought back then. And this is before any candidates were involved. I do have to mention, this map had the second Georgia race where John Ossoff won. And if I remember right, in this video I predicted the Republican candidates win, and that was incorrect. So, I mean, cut me some slack there. I did not know what was going to happen in the runoff at the time. And then, of course, we have the Oklahoma special election, which wasn't on this map, but I would have rated it safe R, which is what happened. 27-point victory. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Let's see what craziness I was thinking. All right. Starting with silence.
Welcome back. This is Cult of Elections, and today
yes, it is.
I'm going to be taking a little break from 2024 map predictions.
Yes, I did a bunch of 2024 maps.
Into the future, but not that far, to the 2022 Senate map prediction.
Let's get this
and,
up,
I mean, I can't really do too much with this, so this will probably be the only time I do it for the next little while until we actually get candidates in. So let's go ahead and fill out
how base
some
okay
safe states here, so we can see what kind of what kind of map we're working with in terms of
California,
who can win
true,
and what and where,
Oregon,
and why,
just barely true,
and how.
Washington, false. Yes, this was a likely Democratic victory for Patty Murray this year. I guess I just took 20. Yeah, what am I thinking? 2020 into account too much. I mean, a lot of these states aren't like as hard. I mean, 14 points is a good victory, but it's not as hard Democrat as what I would have thought. Let's see. I mean, Vermont, yeah, that was gonna happen. New York, I don't think anyone could have seen Chuck Schumer, getting it cut into a likely victory, but I was wrong about that too. So that's 2 for the margins. Connecticut, I had that as a safe margin. That is correct. Maryland as well. That is also correct. Hawaii, yeah, you know that's right. Absolute landslide.
Just don't want to forget anything.
Illinois.
Okay.
The votes aren't completely done in Illinois at the moment. However, it is a likely margin at the moment. But considering a lot of votes are coming from Chicago, it might turn into a full safe, but it's kind of teetering. But right now it's likely, so I guess I was wrong about that too. Nothing crazy so far.
Okay.
Yeah, New York,
good.
Idaho,
Utah,
yes. North Dakota, yes.
Indiana, Kentucky,
South Dakota, of course. Utah. Oh, hold on, let me pause that. Utah, quite an interesting one. I don't know. I don't know if anyone could have seen that coming too. So we have 2 very interesting ones: New York and Utah, which were had very odd situations. But who could have predicted that? I mean, Evan McConnell, for all purposes, he would have been pretty conservative. But it was likely R with no Democrat running. So it's huge. Indiana, to be honest, at the time that was a bit of a bold pick, but it ended up being correct. Kentucky, yes. Arkansas, of course.
I mean, we can pretty much put these in the safe Republican column.
Kansas,
And I know
Alabama, Louisiana.
Some of
yes.
these may not be exactly the most safe Republican necessarily, but
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah, Tim Scott,
it
absolutely.
is supposed to be a red wave year.
It's supposed to be a red wave year. Oh, jeez, what a thing I said there. Yeah, we all know what happened. That was something else. Missouri.
So yeah,
I put it in the safe column. That was incorrect. It ended up likely, but yeah,
here we
close,
go.
kind of.
In terms of safe seats, well, I'm gonna take that back. Chuck Grassley's seat. That's safe. Assuming you.
Okay, so I said Chuck Grassley's seat was safe. In terms of a Democrat winning, it wasn't going to happen. But however, it was a likely margin, 12-point victory.
Runs for re-election.
Incorrect.
I know that Pat Toomey out of Pennsylvania isn't, but yeah, that'd be pretty safe if he runs for re-election. He's
Which
been
he
in there
did.
a long, long time. Let's see what we can go through now. The Colorado seat, based on what Colorado.
So, yeah, so I had 44 to 44. I guess that was a bit of a fair start. And actually, this is kind of what the map ended up looking like in terms of the swingers. Maybe besides Alaska. But, okay. I wasn't extremely far off. I put Colorado in the safe column, and yes, that was true.
But wasn't 2020. They have an incumbent in there for quite a long time.
And I wouldn't have done that.
Michael Bennett. Yes, it is. He would take that seat, and it wouldn't really be close.
Okay.
But I think that's all the safe seats there.
Okay, so 45-44.
Alaska would be likely Republican. Lisa Murkowski is probably going to win in a landslide, but you know she's going to get a lot of media attention.
Alaska's a weird one, ranked choice voting. It's kind of a little bit more difficult to follow, but I mean, it's yeah, Republicans were extremely ahead in Alaska, so I would consider that more safe than anything. But yeah, kind of more difficult to follow, so that was incorrect.
Attention. As did Susan Collins in Maine.
Okay.
But ultimately, I think she will come up on top. Florida. Marco Rubio's seat. Probably not going to change, especially in a red wave year.
Oh, man. And little did I know. I was probably thinking like 5-6 points. Oh my gosh, I could not have expected. What was it? We have 17-point victory. Yeah, what happened in Florida was pretty crazy. Absolute red wave hit Florida. I could not have predicted that.
That is extremely unlikely.
That is
let
correct.
me skip around here to Georgia. I think that in terms of the seat that won't be available this time around, so the seat that is actually going to be voted on next month, right now,
Oh, cringe. Don't do
I'm
it.
going to say it's lean Republican,
No.
but I can go through that
So
in a
wrong.
later video.
Oh gosh. Terrible.
But Georgia itself, I think regardless of who wins one of the runoffs,
Regardless.
I think, whether this state is red or, this extra Senate seat is red or blue, I think the midterm, it would be lean red.
Tough to say. I mean, it's headed to a runoff, so I don't know what's fully going to happen. I will say the betting market thinks that Raphael Warnock is ahead. So, and he did get more votes than Herschel Walker. We'll have to see what happens. But, right. I mean, clearly the lean red for the seat 2 years ago, wrong. And this is kind of wrong. So
Red
that's
wave year.
Not good.
And I think the hatred for Trump will be worn off, and a lot of voters out of Georgia.
The hatred for Trump will be worn off. Wow, that is a bold statement. Oh my gosh. Yeah, little did I know. Jeez, little did I know. Wow.
The vote in the midterm. We know that the turnout will be down in a midterm year. That's obvious. But yeah. Okay, so we have
down,
Republicans
higher
at
than
48 already.
expected.
That is pretty good. However, it largely relies on Georgia.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
yeah, that's important to note. Ohio, Rob Portman, he's been in there for a little while, and the way Ohio's been in presidential years, I would say that's in the likely column for Republicans too, so there's 49 for them.
Just barely. Yes, correct. J.D. Vance.
North Carolina, Richard Burr's been in there for a while. But North Carolina
Did not
I
run
wouldn't
for
say as safe as
re-election.
it seems, so I would say that's lean. So there's 50 for
Not
Republicans.
as safe as it seems. Okay, I was correct. And Democrats really could have played a lot more offense in this election in hindsight. But yes, Ted Budd won by a lean margin.
And with the states that are left, I think that all of them are winnable for Republicans. But do I think that any Democrat's going to win? Sure. I'll start with... Let me try and...
Terrible video making
I'll
skills.
start with Arizona. I think Mark Kelly could win
Oh,
at a tilt,
wow.
but that could definitely
How
go
about that
the
bold
Republican way.
Tilt.
Yeah, he hopefully
Bold pick. Didn't happen.
for Republicans
But I mean,
would not be
call.
facing Martha McSally,
Correct call.
the woman who single-handedly shifted the entire state from 2 Republicans to 2 Democrats. But we won't get into that. That was pretty bad.
Funny.
New Hampshire, it was very, very close tilt in 2016 when this seat was up, but I think it would turn into a lean Democrat state.
Very likely. Not very likely. But
Nevada
bad
has
pick,
been
bad choice.
strangely close in 2020. A lot more than you would expect. So I think this state could actually tilt Republican, but you never know.
You know,
Could be
I
off.
don't
I mean,
think
same chance of it being off as Arizona, I believe.
I don't think that was a bad pick. And because it ended up being tilt Democrat, and this is probably what I was thinking headed to the election. I thought Nevada would go R. It did not. And, well, I mean, it was tilt Democrat. I don't like to use tilt margins a lot now, but yeah, clearly I kind of overused the tilts there. But yeah, it was tilt Democrat this year.
Wisconsin, that's Ron Johnson's seat. So I would put that in the lean Republican column there.
I would consider that correct.
And
that's what I thought leading in.
If Trump had won this election, a lot of these would be different. A dog barking in the background. That's
oh
nice.
my gosh, what great video making skills. Oh my dog. Okay. Yeah, just barely correct. He won by 1 point. Yeah, that was a scary close thing for him. And here we go. This is probably the most interesting one left. What did I have for Pennsylvania?
But yeah, because this is a red wave year,
Oh,
I'm gonna throw Pennsylvania in the tilt red column.
terrible. You're so wrong.
And I say that because, well, okay, Patrick Toomey is retiring, I believe, who is an incumbent Republican. However, it's going to be tough. Pennsylvania was fairly close in the 2020 election, and then add in the fact that Republicans in general, you just look at the House, they did better than Trump.
That is true.
So, and it was by a pretty considerable margin, and then add in the fact that it's supposed to be a red wave year, I'd say Pennsylvania tilts Republican. But yeah, let me know what you think your map looks like. Obviously a lot can change in 2 years. We don't even know who the candidates are for a lot of these. We don't know either.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Did not think Dr. Oz and Herschel Walker would be running, but it happened. And wow, I was quite off. Not extremely, but I had a lot of blind takes into this. I mean, This is probably, I mean, it was a decent guess. Looking at this map right now, I also was under the impression it was going to be a red wave year. That was wrong. But I don't think this map is horrible. I actually thought this is going to be much worse. It's not a bad map. In fact, okay. What did I get wrong? Nevada. Pennsylvania. Georgia's runoff election from 2 years ago. And possibly Georgia itself. But we'll see. We don't know what's going to happen yet. Anyways, that was my first video in 2 years. Hope you take care. Hope you can share some laughs at my stupidity here. But overall, this is better than I thought. Anyways, take care. Peace.